Now I will give you a brief overview of the recordings of cosmic language. There are currently 3 recordings, and as I said in the beginning of this video, there was this connection to the 21-day healing program that we did in the fall of 2019, with a theme powerful self-healing. So there was information for that 21-day healing program, but then I understood that this information I'm supposed to share with others. So there are 3 different tracks, where the first track is dedicated to the history of the earth, and the second are new soul missions, and the third, the next steps of the ascension process, like the next phase. So the first track about the earth's history, I channel information about the Earth's history and all the extraterrestrial civilizations that have been involved in our history of the Earth throughout the years. And so there's a lot of information. And it's both from the light side and the dark side. And also there's this information on the different civilizations that have been existing on Earth, such as Atlantis, Lemuria, and their rise and their fall. All this history of the Earth. And also I get, I'm transmitting a review, like an overview of which power places on the Earth that we have, like the most common, for example, Giza, the pyramids of Giza, Machu Picchu, other places that are known to the public on where we have, like, where also in ancient and very important wisdom is buried and been lying dormant for thousands of years. So I get I channel an overview of these power places where this wisdom is buried in the ground, in these places, like in codes. And so I get a summary, and you receive a summary of what information that exists in these locations. I will also give you the coordinates of these places in cosmic language. I do not know them in English, so I have no idea but some people are getting coordinates of these power places. And also power places that are not known to the public. It's not only these large power places that we know about. And the beauty of cosmic language is that it's a secret language. The dark side do not understand cosmic language. The dark side don't understand a word of it, because the language is spoken and transmitted on a so high level, and the dark side, they cannot receive on that high level, so they don't understand. They don't get access to it. You know, in Sweden we speak English to each other in front of the children, if we're supposed to say something secret. Not these days, doesn't work really, because children in Sweden they're so good in English. So, but it's the same thing here. We're speaking, over their heads with cosmic language. So that's very, very sophisticated and very nice. So I give these keys, and people are receiving these keys and these codes. And these people are that are supposed to have the information, because some people are supposed to have the coordinates for certain power places and go there. So maybe you feel drawn to travel to a specific place, a specific country. Just follow your guidance, follow your intuition. Maybe you're supposed to go there, meet your soul family, or meet other people, and you're supposed to do different light works, and you're supposed to open up portals that are important in the ascension process. So there are a lot of places that are not activated. There are portals that are not activated at this moment. Also portals that are supposed to be closed. So here you get information, coordinates of that. if you're involved in these portals and places. So that was the first track. There's a lot of information. It's only like 15 minutes or so. Track number 2 is about activation of new soul missions. So you first get a review of different major soul groups and the common missions that they have, and it's all it's both the larger soul groups of like hundreds of people, and also smaller soul groups like 10 or 20 people and their missions in these groups, and also you get information on your individual soul missions. For example, if we look at the larger soul group, you will have common soul mission for that soul group. For example, you're supposed to create a new school system, so in your soul group, and you're supposed to come together and collaborate on different projects. And so this transmission will facilitate for your group to come together for collaboration and for support. So this will make it easier for you to come together, to find each other, and to start working together. And also another part in this recording, the track 2, is the transmission of the light. These light codes act as soul upgrades and information about these souls' life missions, as well as, you know, the next step for their missions on Earth. So you will get an upgrade of your soul mission, because it might be changing now these days, because we are moving into new phases of the ascension process. So you will get these new soul missions activated, and your next step for your mission in the ascension process now on Earth. So this is to facilitate the creation of the new Earth, with all of these new missions, these soul groups, your individual soul missions, and the soul groups missions. Because we are in the next phase of the ascension process. That next phase started in 2019, like in a larger phase that we are in at the moment. We're actually moving into, reminding me now, we're moving into another next phase, like now, like 21, 22, and 23. It's like different phases of the ascension process. So it's good to have information on that, so you know what to do in the next steps. Okay, so track number 3, it's dedicated to the new Earth and the missions. So it's a little bit connected to track number 2. And this recording is much longer, it's 25 minutes. And this is a review and reminder and activation of the last steps of the ascension. And I transmit the 8 last steps of the ascension out of 12. There are 12 steps for the ascension process, and I'm transmitting the last 8 steps. So it's about the important areas and different important steps for those people involved in assisting humanity in the ascension process. And I do remember when I channeled this one, I received these papyrus rolls packed with information. I received 8 papyrus rolls out of 12. And these codes are activating the new soul missions for the new Earth. So these codes will activate you. So when things start happening in the world, you know exactly what to do. And these codes, these recordings, as I said, I did them in the fall of 2019. They're still, you can still use them. You're supposed to use them still, you know. It's not too late at all. That's why I'm sharing this. But the interesting thing is that this came just before the Sea Circus. So that's very, very nice. Okay, so that was the 3 recordings.